Hey everybody, welcome back here on this Saturday afternoon. We're continuing to track some dangerous storms across parts of the local 6 area, including another tornado warning that's been issued now for southern Dunklin County in the Boot Heel of Missouri. That includes the Kennett area. Very dangerous storm traveling here along Highway 412. That tornado warning runs until 5 o'clock this afternoon. Let's give you a look at why we're concerned about this storm. There is a bit of rotation showing up with this storm that's just to the southwest of Kennett. In fact, wow, this is really starting to ramp up here. Very concerned about that. If you're south of Kennett right now along Highway 412, this is a very dangerous situation that we're tracking at the moment. You need to be headed toward a basement if you have one. If you don't, an interior hallway, closet, bathroom. Put as many walls between you and the outside of your home as you can, as this appears to be a very dangerous situation. Let me give you a track first, and then after that we will give you a little closer view of this storm. It is going to be moving off to the east-northeast at around 55 miles per hour. That was the latest motion on this storm. So let me draw on that cone tracking the storm again from, it's centered right there close to where you see the Highway 412 sign, and it's going to be sliding quickly across the Boot Heel of Missouri and then into sections of northwest Tennessee. So if you're within this cone of uncertainty, you need to be keeping a very close eye on this storm. Very serious situation right now. Please take cover, as this is a confirmed tornado by law enforcement. The tornado will be near Wardell and Bolton around 5:05, so you guys have about 20 minutes heads up there. Right now, what's going on here is you have winds where you see the green. Those winds are going toward our radar site. Where you have winds showing up in red, those winds are moving away from our radar site, and that little couplet right there where the greens and the reds are next to each other, that's our area where we could be looking at the potential of a tornado to spin up. With that line moving through, our biggest threat this afternoon will be damaging winds, a high threat for winds of over 60 miles per hour. These winds are very strong, and we want to treat this as not your ordinary severe thunderstorm warning. These are winds that are extremely strong and could produce winds that are similar to that of a weak tornado.
We're finally enjoying some great fall weather, but these cooler months really can still bring some dangerous storms, right, Trent?
Yeah, can't let our guard down. In fact, this week is Fall Severe Weather Awareness Week in Kentucky, and something we remind you of often is that many of our deadliest tornadoes in recent years have happened in the fall and the winter. Part of this is because our region leads the nation in highest percentage of nighttime tornadoes. Over 40% of all tornadoes over the last 60-plus years in Kentucky and Tennessee strike at night. Of the 55 tornado-related deaths in our area over the last 20 years, 78% of those were in nighttime tornadoes. Killer tornadoes, 2.5 times more likely to happen between midnight and sunrise. This is why it reinforces that idea. Very important to have a NOAA weather radio, WPSD radar app, weather call, multiple ways to receive warnings in case you need them. We talked a little bit about weather safety this morning when I met some new friends, second graders at Hendra Lone Oak Elementary. Almost 90 of them this morning, and we talked a little weather safety and read one of my favorite books, Freddie the Frogcaster and the Terrible Tornado. It was a good read. They liked it. I liked it.
I don't know if I've ever heard of that one. I got to read that.
It's actually brand new. Add that to your library. Great stuff with weather safety.
Awesome. I'll have to pick it up. Trent, thanks. Thanks for watching.
The weekend forecast should probably come with a little bit of a warning sign like this. This is what we have to prepare for. Gusty winds, rain and thunder, crashing temperatures, slippery roads, all in this wild roller coaster that's going to look something like this. Temperatures go up Friday night, 60s for some of us Saturday, and nearly a 40-degree temperature plunge by Sunday morning. We'll pick it up at midnight on early Saturday morning, 47 degrees. By the time you wake up Saturday morning, we're shooting into the lower 60s. And it's going to be breezy, too. Winds out of the south and southwest from 20 to 25 miles per hour. We could see some gusts, possibly top 30 miles per hour. We're in the mid-60s at 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon. By 9 o'clock Saturday night, we're in the lower 30s, a 30-degree drop in temperatures over about 6 hours. And Sunday morning, we're going to wake up to numbers around 20 degrees. That is going to be a wild swing to deal with, and there's going to be some wet weather involved in that as well. Some showers possibly starting up before midnight tomorrow night. 46 your high, and then 61 on Saturday. Let's talk about those chances for showers and possibly even thunderstorms as, again, this is 5 o'clock Friday evening. Some lighter rain developing mainly southeast Missouri before 10 o'clock on Friday night. Some light showers Saturday morning, lighter showers into Saturday afternoon. Once our cold front starts to move in, that's when we get a little more active weather, some showers, maybe thunderstorms at 3 o'clock. But as that front moves through and the colder air filters in by 6 o'clock, parts of Illinois making that switch to a wintry mix. By 9 o'clock, that wintry mix showing up south of the Ohio River. It will be light at that point in time, and for the most part getting out of here pretty quickly by Sunday morning. Puddle Ducky says grab the umbrella if you're headed out to maybe wrap up your Christmas shopping tonight. It will be a little on the wet side. Highest rain chances are really late tonight through the overnight hours, tapering off pretty quickly for tomorrow morning. So especially by noon, midday tomorrow, final couple of hours of shopping, hopefully a little dry time in there. Oh, all right. Not a fan? You're not a fan of this forecast, are you? All right, well here, let's kind of go through what's going to happen this afternoon. This is 8 o'clock this morning. Do you see a couple showers, Luke? You're not liking this. Cats don't like rain. They don't like wet weather. So he's done. He's done. He says, I'm toast. It's too much rain. I don't like it. I don't like it either. It's bad timing this weekend. So, all right. Well, it's been nice to catch a little break from the intense humidity, but the muggy meter, Michael Phelps does not approve.
Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous.
Phelps' face making the rounds today. You know, guys, whatever happens with the weather tonight, most of us have to get up early tomorrow morning and head off to work. So a couple things to make your morning a little easier. Number one, wipers up. Make sure those windshield wipers are up so they don't freeze to the windshield. That's one less thing you have to worry about tomorrow. And speaking of those windshields, you know, right now it's not too bad, but what happens tomorrow morning if you don't have that de-icer that's so handy? Did you know that you can use a couple of things around the house to make your own de-icer? All you need, simple spray bottle, some rubbing alcohol, and a little bit of water. What you do, 2 parts alcohol to 1 part water. You put it in the spray bottle, and that will actually help to clear that ice rather quickly. Make it yourself, de-icer. That's simple to use. Another thing, you know, when you're trying to warm up the car, sometimes those windows can get a little on the foggy side. A dry erase board eraser is a good thing to keep in your glove box. You can use that to clear off some of that fog. And then finally, I know this sounds like common sense, but you'd be surprised how many times you get caught off guard. The snow scrapers, make sure they're not in the car, make sure they're in the house. If you get iced over and your scraper's in the car tomorrow morning, it's not going to do you a whole lot of good. Make sure that's inside with you. You can take it out. Hopefully a couple of things to save you a couple extra minutes tomorrow morning. Guys, 8 hours. We'll pick up your hour-by-hour forecast at 9 o'clock tonight, and that's just when we'll start to see the very beginnings of some light, spotty freezing rain breaking out across northwest Tennessee and up toward the Kentucky-Tennessee line, places like Martin and Murray. A little light freezing rain. At that point, it starts to pick up in intensity and expand northward toward the Ohio River by about midnight and on into the boot heel of Missouri. We'll continue to see a period of freezing rain, especially over western Kentucky and northwest Tennessee through the overnight hours, but by sunrise tomorrow morning, just about all of us will have switched over to some snow. Some of that snow starting to come down rather heavily from Dyersburg to Martin, Paducah, Princeton, and Murray. There's going to be that sharp cutoff somewhere across extreme southern Illinois and back toward the boot heel of Missouri. We're starting to see better forecast model agreement. I'm going to show you, this is kind of the broad brush picture of our in-house RPM model. Then we'll switch it to the NAM model, and you can see there's really good agreement there. That makes us a little more confident in what we're going to be seeing with this storm system. Over western Kentucky, the heaviest snow is going to be from Mayfield, Benton, and Murray up through Princeton, Cadiz, and Madisonville, where we will likely have widespread totals over 4 inches. Some spots, especially east of the lakes, could see over 8 inches of snow with this system. In northwest Tennessee, same story. Widespread totals at least 4 to 8 inches. Lower totals possibly toward the Mississippi River. That's in that cutoff area. Boot heel of Missouri, up to and over 4 inches of snow, but it's right there along the Highway 60 corridor, Poplar Bluff, Dexter, and Sykes, and you're going to be in that sharp cutoff area, and it's the same story near the Ohio River. These totals could go up or down depending on the exact track of that system.